Well, hello there. Welcome. Dean the Turkey Legster here on a beautiful Tuesday evening, February the 13th of 2024. Welcome to the stream. This is Let's Talk Turkey, and I just wanted to go live tonight to chat, to catch up with whoever will come in live, whoever will watch the replay. It is Valentine's Day tomorrow, so happy Valentine's Day. If you are celebrating, if you don't have someone in your life, I hope you have a good day tomorrow. Got an article that I found that's Disney related that will connect to some Valentine's Day chit chat. I also wanted to do a really quick recap of a trip I made up north to visit family, and basically that's what I did. It was a good trip. I'll go into that in a moment. I have had I was last live for this Let's Talk Turkey back on January the 20th. So I haven't done this. This is normally a weekly stream, but I'm pulled back on my streams on my channel right now, and I'm still looking at when I may restart regular weekly streams, either this and or my Once Upon a Turkey Leg stream. Hey Russ, welcome in. What in the world with Russ? Hey, welcome. Got to hang out with Russ. Russ, I think you're the only one in here right now, but I got to hang out with Russ, and I really enjoyed it. Last Friday, we went to Animal Kingdom and Epcot. I've got 3 live streams on the channel that I did. One at Animal Kingdom, one at Epcot during the afternoon, looking at the Festival of the Arts, and then I streamed Luminous, and we kind of looked at Epcot at night. Really fun. I am looking at, I know I was texting with you, Russ, earlier. Looking at, oh, hey, Tina. Welcome in, Tina and Chuck. Hello. I think I mentioned it to you, Tina. Anyway, to all you watching the replay, or if you see this before Friday, I am planning to be back at Disney on Friday. So Friday, I won't be doing 3 live streams. I am planning to do 1 live stream from Hollywood Studios. Will probably be in the mid to late morning time. So I have to kind of look at that and make a final decision about when I'm going to actually live stream at Hollywood Studios. I've been feeling kind of like I want to spend a little more time in Galaxy's Edge, looking at the theming and the details. So as early as I can get to Hollywood Studios, and as early as I can get, back to Galaxy's Edge, and spend some time in that mid to late morning time frame, looking at Batuu for a little bit, and then we can venture back into the rest of Hollywood Studios. So anyway, yes. So that's what I'm planning to do Friday. Hollywood Studios, strolling around Batuu, the rest of the park. And speaking of seeing Russ the other day, Russ is awesome and picked up for me because I had trouble finding it. On my previous visit to Epcot, Disney has this new book out, and I had trouble finding it. Russ completely surprised me and picked me up the Little Golden Book, the brand new Little Golden Book, the Figment um, Golden Book. And a huge thank you, Russ. Really appreciate it. I will be reading this on the channel coming up in June, maybe July, when I do my Parks Stories series, which I usually do in the summer. That will follow, of course, May, when I normally do Star Wars on the Once Upon a Turkey Leg streams. So look forward to that story coming to, I'm going to be reading that on the channel coming up in a couple of months here. So, but huge thank you to Russ. Hello and howdy and hola to Dawn, the Hitchhiking Bones down in Mexico. And I forget where it is, where you're at. Dawn, what's the name of the place? Anyway, in Mexico, Cancun. Oh, in Cancun. Welcome in from Cancun. Hope you're having a bonita tiempo down there. Hello, Amy, AJC Magic TV. Yes, I got the Figment book. Very awesome. Debbie, welcome in. Debbie Burnfield, welcome to the stream. So let me talk about speaking of, what did I call you, Russ? I don't know. What did I don't think I called you anything, Russ. I don't, I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what I said. It wasn't anything bad. If I don't, anyway, just I want to see. Okay, Tina just let Danny out. That's one of her dogs. Suddenly they have snow. That's a great segue, actually, into what I wanted to talk about. Just kind of a really quick recap. I won't give all the details, but I took a trip that was very special, very momentous for me a couple of weeks ago. I had the opportunity to fly. I went on an airplane for the first time in 19 years. It's about 19 years since I last flew. And I flew up to New England along with my mom. And we were there celebrating to visit and celebrate my grandma's 90th birthday. This is my dad's mom, my paternal grandmother's 90th birthday. My maternal grandmother actually lives here in Florida. She's just a few minutes away here, but my paternal grandmother is still living, I should say, up in Massachusetts, in New Bedford, Massachusetts, and we had a great opportunity to go up there. We actually had 2 celebrations with the family. My aunts and uncles. My older brother flew in from Pennsylvania and was able to join the celebration. And we had basically two birthday parties. One was kind of an unofficial gathering, but turned into a kind of another birthday party. And then the official birthday party was back on February the 3rd, was kind of a little larger. And oh, welcome in, Noah, welcome in. So anyway, it was just a great time seeing my grandma, seeing my aunts and uncles, um, being up in New England, seeing that area for, and that has actually been probably 20 years, closer to 20 years. And the last time I would have been in New England and seeing that area would have been September of 2003 when my grandfather, when my paternal grandfather passed away, and I went there for his funeral. And so this was a much better occasion, happier occasion to celebrate my grandma's birthday. Space Mountain Dave, hello, welcome in. So we got to do that. I also saw some relatives, some family on my mother's side, on my mom's side, an aunt and uncle as well that live up in that area. My mom and I were able to drive around and see some places around New England, such as, and I really wanted to do this, but both of my grandfather's gravesides one in Massachusetts, one in Rhode Island, that I haven't seen. I haven't seen since it's been so long since we went there. I haven't seen my paternal grandfather's graveside since his funeral. I'm pretty sure we were there at the time of his burial or his funeral or whatever, but I haven't been back there since the headstone was put up. And then I don't remember completely at all. I don't remember being at my other grandfather's cemetery at all. So we were able to visit both of their gravesides, and I'm glad that I did that. And so I know where they are. I know, where the cemeteries are. I know where they're buried in those cemeteries. And so I was really glad to do that. We got to also drive by the house that my family lived in way back when we lived there in Assonet, Massachusetts. And don't ask me where that is, because my New England geometry is not, or geography, excuse me. My New England geography is, as far as within the states, I have no idea where anything is. But it was in Assonet, Massachusetts. We had this little log cabin house, and I don't remember anything from that house except for very little that's in, like, I remember seeing it in a couple of pictures and maybe some home videos that we have. I really have no actual memories of the house from when I lived there, because I was 3 years old when we moved down here to Florida. So we got to drive down that street, see that house and how it is today. So that was a really good thing that we did. I'm very glad that we did that. We also drove by a couple of former houses that my grandmother down here, my maternal grandmother, two of her houses that she used to live in up there, and those, especially the one house where she used to live in, that I think I visited her maybe a couple more times than her more recent house. Um, anyway, that was a lot of memories. Driving by and seeing uh, where she lived and those couple of spots in Rhode Island. So, yeah, we were there. We flew up January the 31st, and then we flew back on February the 6th, which was last Tuesday, actually. It seems like it's been a lot longer, but it was really just last week um, that we came back. Um, so New England does this thing, and up north, more north, they do this thing every year around this time called winter that Florida doesn't usually participate in too much. Um, up north, they get this white stuff that comes down from the sky, and it can pile up in inches, and you don't really get that down here. Yeah, actually, you don't get it down here at all. And then, like, it gets really cold. It's like walking outside. It gets, really cold. Like here, we have chilly days where the highs, like in the 60s, 70s, sometimes is usually the worst that it gets most of the time. Sometimes it gets to like the upper 50s, maybe. So up in New England, I got to feel what the low 30s and upper 20s feel like. It's not fun. I don't recommend it. If you can avoid it, please don't. I did not see snow, at least any that counted. Um, there was one day I was out. I did go for a walk one day in this cold weather, and there was some random snowflakes that I saw, but it didn't do any really super hard or anything really. But it was definitely snow in the air, just some random flakes coming down. And so I didn't see any like white on the ground or anything. Um, so I really didn't see snow. And apparently, like today or yesterday, there was like a whole nor'easter went through and gave them like a lot of inches up there. So we like literally just missed some decent snow, which I really would have loved to see since I was, going up there, traveling into the cold. So that's really the one thing that happened. Thing about the trip that I'm a little disappointed on, um, since really didn't see any significant snow. But oh, hey Mary, welcome in, welcome in. Tina, if you would like to not participate, you can come down here. We do not participate. Proudly, happily, we, I think snow is like illegal here, which is why it doesn't happen. But anyway, so as far as what we did on the trip, that's kind of what we did. We visited with family. We got to see some places around, from my childhood days, and it was a lot of fun. Now, the flying part. I have not been in the airport, like I said, for about 19 years. So, I have not had the pleasure of dealing with security and then, getting on the plane and experiencing the takeoff and the landing and then the flight and the turbulence, that you get sometimes up in the air. So each direction we actually had two different planes. We had a connecting flight each direction. So I went on 4 planes last week. and for the first time in almost 20 years. So I don't know, am I trying to make up for something? I'm not sure, but I have to say flying is one of those things. I'm not sure I'm any more eager to fly after last week. Um, but I don't think I'm as nervous as I was um, of flying, just because I've done it now as a more recent, just as an adult. And so, I would still, I don't, wouldn't jump on the opportunity to fly really, if I can avoid it. Um, if I can jump in a car and take a couple extra days to drive somewhere, I think I would do that if that was, an option, even though it does take some extra time to drive. But I think um, if I needed to fly, I think, that I've done it recently. Um, I could probably swing it, maybe. But it is quite an experience though to be, because that's something that I think most people do not an experience that most people do not have often is flying and having that feeling of being off the ground and being in the air and just seeing, the earth from the high altitude. And actually, I put a short up today, um, some video that I took from one of the planes. And the clip that I posted as the short um, is actually when we were about to land in Orlando last week. And I got a few different clips and pictures from the plane window, and I'm really glad I did that. It's quite the sight to just look down and see everything from that vantage point. Um, and then there's the clouds. If you see clouds, when you're level with them, that's quite the sight too. When you're getting ready, when you're just above them, when you're kind of going through them, and you're looking straight across them. I actually did another short um, of a clip that I got the previous week when we were flying up. I put up a short, um, and there was a lot more clouds on that video. Um, so anyway, that was my flying. It was quite an experience. It was enjoyable. I can't really say I was nervous during, I think, the second flight going up. The first flight, I was maybe a little more apprehensive just because that was my very first flight in a long time. But then the second plane, um, the going up, and then both the flights coming back on Tuesday, I was a lot more comfortable with, because I knew what was going to happen. So anyway, quite the experience, flying the airport and all that. So yeah, so that was my trip. It was a good time overall. It was a good time. I would have loved to see a little snow. I don't mean like what they had, like the nor'easter, just like a dusting or a half an inch. That's all I'm asking. A little bit, little bit of white on there. Really all I'm asking for. but maybe I'll do another trip sometime, and I can do that. So tomorrow I'm going to change the subject now, unless I get a comment here. Welcome in. Oh, Mary, welcome in, Mary. And also to Adam, Blake, and Reba. Welcome to the stream. And let's see who else. Space Mountain Dave. I think I said hi. Debbie Burnfield, I said hi. Noah, Dawn, Russ, Tina, Amy. Okay, welcome in. If you've not already, bop the like button for me. Would appreciate that. So tomorrow is Valentine's Day. I don't know if you can tell, but I've got my little hearts on, my little pink hearts, and I've got little red hearts on this one. 4 strings of hearts. You can't tell. But for the occasion, because this is titled Happy Valentine's Day, and then the thumbnail is Valentine-y, I thought I would read a Disney article about the Disney movies. So this article is off of Disney, looks like news.disney.com, and the title of the article is 20 Beautiful Love Quotes from Disney Movies. So here is the article. Disney movies have taught us a lot about love. We've seen our favorite Disney characters seek true love's kiss. We've watched them embark on grand adventures for love. And we've even seen them learn that love isn't always as it seems. Looking at you, Hans. Most of all, Disney movies have taught us that true love always triumphs. Here are some of the most beautiful quotes about love to brighten your day and warm your heart. Quote number 1. I was hiding under your porch because I love you. And that's from Doug in Up. Doug knows the true meaning of unconditional love. He is adorable. We love him so much. We just need to quote him again. 2. I have just met you, and I love you. I have just met you, and I love you. Doug doesn't judge. He just loves everyone he meets. No questions asked. Quote number 3. I'd rather die tomorrow than live 100 years without knowing you. And that is John Smith from Pocahontas. Whoa. Quote number 4. People always do crazy things when they're in love. And that is Meg from Hercules. Even though Meg won't say she's in love, she knows all about it. Quote number 5. Because when I look at you, I can feel it. And I look at you, and I'm home. And that's Dory from Finding Nemo. Sometimes a loved one, whether it be a friend, family member, or significant other, reminds us who we are just by being there. Give me 1 second. Let me click. Do not disturb. I'm getting notifications here. Okay. So that was number 5, quote number 5. Okay, quote number 6 is, "You were my new dream." That's from Flynn Rider in Tangled. And you are our new dream, Flynn Rider, as the article says. Quote number 7. "My dream wouldn't be complete without you in it." And that's from Princess Tiana from The Princess and the Frog. Sometimes it's important to share your dreams with those you love. Quote number 8. "For it is plain as anyone can see, we're simply meant to be." Jack Skellington and Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. Excuse us while we say "aw" really loudly. Sally and Jack are so cute. That's from the article. That's not my words. Quote number 9. "Can you feel the love tonight? You needn't look too far. Stealing through the night's uncertainties. Love is where they are." And that is from The Lion King. Of course, that is the song. And we can definitely feel the love. And the next line or quote number 10, is also from a song in the movie. "Love is an open door." Anna and Hans from Frozen. Love is an open door, unless that door leads you to Hans, in which case turn around and run. But hey, this is still a great sentiment. The next 2 quotes are also from Frozen, and they're both from Olaf. First quote is, "Love is putting someone else's needs before yours." Love is putting someone else's needs before yours. While Olaf may be confused about Summer, he definitely knows his stuff when it comes to love. So much that, like Doug, we need to quote him twice. And then the second quote number 12, "Some people are worth melting for." And we would melt for Olaf because he is the best. Quote number 13, "You are my greatest adventure." And that is from Mr. Incredible in The Incredibles. And this makes us shed happy tears. And that's in the article, not my words. Quote 14, "Far better than any dream girl is one of flesh and blood, one warm and caring and right before your eyes." And that's from Grimsby in The Little Mermaid. Sometimes we're so busy dreaming up the right person, we don't see the right person standing in front of us. Hey, Jonathan, welcome in. Quote number 15. This is another song. "So this is love. So this is what makes life divine." And that is from Cinderella. in the classic Cinderella. Much like Cinderella herself, this quote is classic and beautiful. Going back to Pocahontas, for quote number 16 on this list, listen with your heart, you will understand, from Grandmother Willow. Listen with your heart, you will understand. Grandmother Willow speaks the truth. Always listen to Grandmother Willow. Here we go with another song quote. Here's number 17. Tale as old as time, tune as old as song. Bittersweet and strange, finding you can change. Learning you were wrong, and that's Mrs. Potts, Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. And the article here says, you never know when love will unexpectedly find you. Wonderful World of Walter, welcome in. Irene, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Happy Valentine's Day. Did I say that already on the stream? Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Quote number 18 about love from the Disney movies. Quote number 18, Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind. And that's Lilo and Stitch. From Lilo and Stitch. And I think that is specifically Stitch. Quote number 19, everything is different now that I see you. And then that is from Tangled, Rapunzel and Flynn Rider. That's another song. Everything is different now that I see you. And now our last but definitely not least, quote number 20, no matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing, the dream that you wish will come true. And that, of course, is from Cinderella. Cinderella. I'm seeing this article. There's another article from the same site, news.disney.com. This article says the 13 most romantic Disney quotes. So let me read down this list of the 13 most romantic Disney quotes. I think some of these are going to be probably the same, but let's read through these and see if there's any that are different. I see some that are different. The first one is from Bambi, and is love is a song that never ends. Love is a song that never ends. Na da 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 da. Next we have from Cinderella, so this is love. So this is what makes life divine. I'm all aglow. And now I know that this is what da 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 da. I forgot the words. So let's move on. This is from Enchanted. I've been dreaming of a true love's kiss, and a prince I'm hoping comes with this. That's what brings a happy ever after. I forgot the words again. Then we have from Hercules, we have people do crazy things when they're in love. Next is another repeat quote here. Listen with your heart. You will understand. That's from Pocahontas. Next is from Sleeping Beauty. If my heart keeps singing, will my song go winging to someone who'll find me and bring back a love song to me? I feel like that's from a song. That's from Sleeping Beauty. Oh, thank you, Debbie and Irene. I try. I have a nice voice, but I have trouble forgetting lyrics. So sometimes I make up lyrics. I do that a lot during Christmas time when I drive around looking at Christmas lights. I tend to ad lib Christmas songs, but I appreciate that. Thank you. Next is from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I'm wishing for the one I love to find me today. That is from Snow White. Next, from Finding Nemo, this is another repeat quote. It says, I look at you and I'm home. Next, from The Princess and the Frog, love always finds a way. It's true. Next, we have from The Rescuers, to face the future with another who means more than any other is to be loved. Let me read that again. To face the future with another who means more than any other is to be loved. And there's the picture there. I have not seen The Rescuers in a really long time. Anyone else? A lot of these classic movies, I need to go and watch so many of these classic movies. The Rescuers, even newer ones like The Princess and the Frog. I think I saw that maybe right after it had come out, and it's probably been years since I watched it. But The Rescuers, definitely. Next, from Beauty and the Beast, here's another repeat on this list. Tale as old as time, tune as old as song, bittersweet. Wait, sorry, I'm just gonna read it. Okay, tale as old as time, tune as old as song, bittersweet and strange, finding you can change, learning you were wrong. Da 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 da. Next we have from Tarzan. Trust your heart. Let fate decide. Trust your heart. Let fate decide. And the last one on this list is from Doug. This was on the last list also. I was hiding under your porch because I love you. I was hiding under your porch because I love you. Such a sweet quote. And there's a couple of lists of a little bit of love from the Disney movies. Wanted to show you guys something. I know I pull out on the different holidays. I have a very kind of a small collection of Peanuts, Hallmark cards. And this is one I've had a couple years. I wanted to show this. It's a Happy Valentine's Day card, and consider this a virtual Valentine's Day card from me to you. Happy Valentine's Day. And the inside says, happiness is having a Valentine like you. And then there is the inside, and it's a good old popper-upper. So there it is. See it popping up? And pop it up. There it is. And happiness is having a Valentine like you. Ooh. All right. Well, that is all. I actually chatted a lot more than I was going to, but I think I'm going to go ahead and stop. Tomorrow night, depending on how I'm feeling, I was under the weather yesterday and then today a little bit, but I'm feeling a little better today. I may do a pop-up stream tomorrow. I did have a story. If I didn't get so chatty tonight, I was going to read this story. So I may do a pop-up stream tomorrow and read this. And if I find any other Valentine's related stories, or I might actually read this one that Mr. Russ got for me recently. Since it's in the room here, I may just go ahead and read that because I know everyone loves Figment. This is a brand new, it came out, it actually released, I think, late last year, and then Walt Disney World started selling it. I know especially during the Festival of the Arts. I could be wrong on the timeline on that, but anyway, stay tuned. I will see how I'm doing tomorrow, and I might do a stream tomorrow, a special edition of Once Upon a Turkey Leg tomorrow. For channel news, I mentioned earlier, I do have a stream planned for Friday. It's going to be mid to late morning, maybe 10 or 11 Eastern time. Likely, I'm not sure what I have it set at right now, but we'll be looking around Batu in Hollywood Studios for a little bit, and then strolling around the rest of the park to enjoy some views and relaxing ambiance from just hanging out in such a fun park, Hollywood Studios. And then next week, I'm also looking at a visit in Disney, and I'm looking to live stream. I'm not 100% sure what that will end up being. I have a couple of ideas that I want to do for a live stream. I'll be returning to Epcot in the near future for when the Flower and Garden Festival debuts. Looking forward to that. That's my favorite festival, and I will probably only have one visit, maybe two, if I'm really ambitious and get down there before my pass expires. And it's going to be expiring pretty soon here. And I'm not renewing right now, so I am going to be super proactive about getting to Epcot at once, maybe twice, before my pass expires, so I can see Flower and Garden Festival. Also, I want to get back to the Magic Kingdom. in the next few weeks to watch the parade, see the park, and yeah, so stay tuned to the channel. Going to be doing some Disney live streams, at least one each week for the next through like the middle of March. March 15th, which is a Friday, is the last day that I can go to Disney before my pass is over. So so the next, I want to say that's 4 or 5 weeks of live streams. And so looking forward to that. I am looking at bringing back this stream and Once Upon a Turkey Leg weekly, on a weekly basis. I'm not sure when that will happen. I feel like I can bring it back probably in the next couple of months, and I'll probably be ready to do that. Early April, and before I sign off, April the 6th is my birthday. I'm going to be doing a birthday party live stream bash. And that's probably not what I'm going to call it, but maybe. So when I do that virtual birthday party live bash, I'm going to be looking to bring on special guests. If you would like to plan on coming on with me, send me a private message, either on Instagram, or if you happen to have my phone number, send me a text. But don't let me know in the comments here or in the comments. Reach out to me privately, and I will see how many respondents I get. If I happen to go live again during March, maybe I'll do a St. Patrick's Day themed stream. And yeah, so keep that in mind if you want to come on and help me wish me a happy birthday on the stream. Depending on how many people I get interested, it might be a thing where people come on and I have people come on and then leave, or cycling, because I can only have a certain amount of people on StreamYard, and also my computer I think crashes if I have more than like 2 or 3 guests. So we'll have to play with that too. Let's see how that works. So anyway, I'll just mention that. Thank you everyone who is in here live tonight. I've had a great time chatting. Like I said, I will be bringing this back weekly sometime in the next couple of months. I'm not sure, but until then, this will just be a kind of a pop-up random basis. So, but possibly tomorrow. Stay tuned. Oh, there you go. Virtual birthday party, turkey leg live stream bash with friends, acquaintances, strangers, but with only a few people. There's the title. Okay, so virtual, I'll have to work with that. Virtual birthday party, virtual, I'll work with that. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, thanks everyone for popping in live. If you're watching this on the replay, let me know that you were watching. Welcome also, if you're one of my newer subscribers. I've also gained over the recent couple of weeks, months, I have actually gained a fair amount of new subscribers. So if you're watching this, you're one of my newer friends, subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing. Yeah, so have a gobbletastic evening. Have a lovely and gobbletastic Valentine's Day tomorrow. And Welcome to those of you who weren't watching also. Can't forget you. All right, well, stay tuned to the channel. There might be a Once Upon a Turkey Leg tomorrow night. We'll see how I'm doing tomorrow night. Have a again, have a great Valentine's Day, and love you all. So until next time, take care, and yeah, take care. Bye, everyone.